So yes people, welcome back to another video here on the J&M Football channel. So I'm pretty sure 99% of you ballers out there have had issues with your groins in the past. Whether that's tight groins after a match, or you've strained them and overworked them a bit. Now in today's video, I'm going to show you a few simple stretches and exercises you can do to deal with your groin pain. Now before we get into the actual session, there's two things that I want to talk about. Number one is, when it comes to groin pain, there can be a number of issues. It can be a weak core, it can be your hip or hip abductors, it can be problems with your glutes, or it can just be a problem with your groin. That's the annoying thing about groin pain. It can come from a number of things. Now number two is, if you've had this pain or issue with your groins for a longer period of time, I recommend you seek professional medical advice from a doctor or a physio. Now to do this session, you're going to need two simple bits of equipment. Number one is a resistance band, and number two is rather a foam roller or a football. Now if you don't have either of these with you, you can use a pillow or a blanket. So to start off the session, all you want to do is a simple warm up. Now I'm going to go on a 5-minute bike ride, but if you don't have a bike or you're not at the gym, you can simply go on a 5-10 minute walk or jog. You can go for a warm shower or bath. Just get your legs nice and warm and loose. So number one is a warm up. Right, so just as you saw me say in the clip before, a warm up is important before this session. So a simple bike ride, walk, anything will do. Now the first exercise is just simple side steps with a band, and for all the reps and sets, stay till the end of the session. I'll put them up all on screen so you can know the real reps and sets for the whole session. So start with side steps and then go into some monster walks, all with the band, so light basic stuff. This is still basically part of the warm-up because it really gets the glutes firing. So yeah, a few band exercises here. Again, here's just another view of the monster walks, really simple, forward and backwards, about 5-6 steps forwards, 5-6 steps backwards, and that's one set. Then it's into some simple side kicks. So I think I did 8 for 2 on each side. So yeah, all exercises, if they're single legged, I do them on both sides. So yeah, just so you guys know. Then I go into some like groin kickouts. Basically, this is really good for the groin. It really like isolates the groin movement. Again, I do this on both legs, and in a moment you'll be able to see this exercise from a different view, so you can see how far I kick out to the side. And now here in this exercise, it's important to really control the negative movement. So when your leg is going backwards, you really want to control that movement. Then we go into some hip flex exercises. Now you can do this each leg one after the other, or you can do it 8 one leg, 8 the other leg. So here I did 8 reps on my right, and I go into 8 reps on my left. And here again, you really want to control the negative. So you can go up quickly and powerful, but when you're coming back down, you really want to control that movement so you can really feel it on your hip flexors. Again, I did 8 for 2 on each leg, but you'll see that at the end of the session, as I said. Now here I go into some simple glute bridges with a band just above my knees. I did 8 for 3 here, and then after I do them 3 sets of glute bridges, I go into a glute bridge hold, again with a band, and I hold it for 20 to 30 seconds, and just make sure all your butt and glute muscles are really working and they're all tensed up. You really want to focus on squeezing your glutes in this exercise. Then I go into some groin squeezers. If you don't have a foam roller, you can use a ball, as you'll see me do in a minute. So here it's just 5 seconds squeeze, 5 seconds rest for 5 reps. You can use a foam roller, as you can see me here. You can use a ball, which you'll see me do in a minute, or you can use a pillow, a few blankets, anything really you have at home. So again, 5 seconds squeeze, 5 rest, and do that for 5 reps, and that's 3 sets. Sorry. Now here it's I'm not sure what you call it, like a groin slide out to the side. So you just want to use an object that you can slide on, so like a towel, a sock, any object really, and never get your leg back up to starting position without the support of your arms, because you can really strain your groin there. So slide as far as you can go down, hold it for 1-2 seconds, and then help yourself get back up with your arms. Again, both sides, and the reps and sets will be at the end of the session, like I've said about a million times. So if you want to just go to the end of the session, just screenshot the reps and sets, you can, whatever works for you. So again, just really support your body when you go back up to the starting position so you don't injure your groin. So now here we go into some Copenhagen's. Now here you can change the position quite a lot. So you can put the support really under your knee, or you can put it further out near your ankle, depending on your strength and how badly your groin's injured or tight or whatever the issue is. So here you can see it's really under my knee, and then here you can see I push the chair further away, which makes it a bit more tougher for my groins. Now again, both legs. Then they were the exercises. Now I just go into some simple static stretching. Here's some hip flexor stretching, normal stuff, basic stuff. I use the foam rod just for a bit of support, nothing crazy. I hold every stretch you see here for about 20-30 seconds. If it's feeling a bit tight and stiff, I do it for a bit longer. Again, every stretch I do, if it's a single leg stretch, I do on both legs, really make sure I'm stretching both of my legs, both of my groins. Now here's a bit more of a dynamic stretch. It's basically you want to get the inside of your knee to the opposite ankle. So that's a good stretch for your hip, open up your hips. Now you've got the groin stretch. If you want to make this stretch even harder, you can push down your knees with your arms, and that gets the stretch a little bit more deeper, which will be good for your groins. I know I hold this for a bit more longer than 30 seconds. Now this is probably the best stretch if you want to really open up your hips. So you just kick up one leg onto your wall, or you can do it on a sofa, chair, whatever you have at home, and just really push out your glutes, push forward your glutes. And then after I hold that for about 10-15 seconds, I just lean forward about 8 to 12 times. And again, do them on both legs, take my time, take deep breaths, and really push the stretch. And that is the session. So there's a few simple stretches and exercises in there for you guys to try and help with your groin issues and problems. But again, if you are dealing with long-term groin problems or any issues, then I 100% recommend you go and get it checked out by a medical professional. So yeah, we know how frustrating groin problems can be. Just ask Nathan, he's suffered with them for years, and he's been getting surgeries, injections, all of that. And he probably did about 2-3 years of rehab in total. So yeah, if you do have any questions or you want to find out more about groin problems, how you can stop them, be sure to DM us on Instagram, throw us an email, drop a comment below, and then me or Nathan will try and get back to you. If this video did help you, smash that like button. It really helps us grow, and it helps us show YouTube that our content is half decent. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.